We're here at the Hip Hop Report talking to you live with a bright ass light in my motherfucking eyes.
Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel, subscribe.
Welcome back to the Hip Hop Report. This is Rambo Hustle. Now, this weekend we got a brand new album from Kehlani. We got a brand new record from Poison Ivy, which I told you guys about this week, and I'm thinking she's gonna be the artist of the week also. So make sure you stay tuned for her. Damani with Telephone. We already talked about that, as well as Trap Dicky sat down with Mac Wop to talk about how he signed with TDE and basically give you guys an in-depth look and listen to the South Carolina native and what he's about, where he's from, and everything Trap Dicky. On top of that, we got new music from Vince Staples, Blackberry Marmalade, with a music video which is very reminiscent of the Childish Gambino This Is America kind of vibe, as far as shock value, as far as telling a story, and as far as basically keeping the audience guessing to see what people think and how they react and how they talk about this. Now, I don't think it has the presence that the Childish Gambino has, the one had, but also that already happened, so it's really hard to recreate that. But if you're familiar with Vince Staples, if you're familiar with his show on Netflix with 2 seasons, then you know this is not out of his ballpark range, and it definitely has another layer to it. Honestly, one of my biggest things is I wish I could sit down with Vince and talk about his motivation, his inspiration, and what it really means to him to have a video like this put out into the world, and what he maybe not what he wants, because I don't think he would reveal that, but maybe so like what he expects people to say about this video. But we'll see if it actually catches the momentum that I think it really deserves. Drake is black. I mean, Game is back with another Glaze-a-thon. I don't really understand the concept of it, you know what I mean? Because to me, it's like, even if that is how you feel, it is lame, and it's like, how can you be one of the guys that crowned this guy king of the West Coast, you know, and be from the West Coast and represent with that? This dude was at your pool party when he was 17 years old. Now he's the biggest thing in the world, but because you're not the biggest thing in the world, you catch your feelings? You catch your feelings for a verse? You catch your feelings for a feature? It's like, at what cost? The braids? See, I got matching haircuts too, so I assume that Gang is probably on the album, because what other street artist would actually jump on a record with Drake at this point and actually give him that kind of cosign, when all the ones he had before, he just turned them into "I thought we were friends" complaints. Which brings me back to, you know, Kehlani and Megan Thee Stallion. Now, to this day, our most successful video on the channel is a video about how Tory Lanez and the Megan thing was a hoax. There was some truth to it. Otherwise, the video wouldn't have gotten that kind of attention. Now, obviously, there are people, you know, that rage baited themselves into watching it. And, you know, even then, the production was terrible, because I just wasn't where I'm at today. But at the same time, it's like, where's the proof? To me, that was a Rock Nation move, but, you know, you guys already know how Jay moves when it comes to that, and the power that some people yield. If you think about her first deal, Jay got her out of that deal so she could go to Rock Nation in the first place. So why wouldn't he protect his investment? Been talking about that, you know what I mean? So that's nothing new. Corey Guns released a crazy freestyle alongside Styles P for his new brand, Strings for Life. Freestyle verses and quotations, because it's really rare that somebody spits a freestyle specifically like this with this much complexity and dynamics, and is actually not something that they've actually done before. But, you know, that's just about how critical you want to be about the definition of freestyle. Nonetheless, this verse is crazy, but we've always known Corey Guns to be by far one of the most lyrical artists on Young Money ever.
Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you want the latest and greatest, sub it. Do it for the game. Music, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you want the latest and greatest, sub it. Do it for the game. Music.